Science guy. Science guy. Science guy.
Welcome back to another Brew Spy the Magic Guy. I'm your host, Sean, and we've got a greedy 4-color mid-range to finish. Then we're going to be brewing. I actually caught a little bit of, yeah, we're 2 and 2. So if we can pull this together, that'd be sweet. Good to see you, Puddin'. So I kind of still want to play the deck we were messing around with last stream. Well, I guess there's a few of them, right? So we could play. Did you get revoked? Looks like you're a mod to me. What do you mean, Puddin'? What do you mean? Oh, you found a match. Alright, if we win this, we get the prize. That is strange. I feel like I'm the type where I would probably message the person first. Oh my goodness, this is all the lands. Is this... Oh, that's fun. That's one of each of the types of different fetches we're playing. Let's mulligan. 2 lands. Okay, keep. I'm scared of the Hogak deck floating around. I'll keep the tar pit. Yeah, this Hogak deck, did you guys see the Hogak deck doing its thing? Oh, thank goodness they're not playing that. I kind of want to be able to slam Geist. We didn't even have to show in the red splash since we drew Island. Everybody's trying Giver. It's fascinating. So you still have this Helix. I'm glad that I used the Brutality that way. I figured there might be something like a Chord or whatnot. Yeah, the Hogak deck is a thing. I just watched Evan streaming, and he went up against it. It was a turn 2 Hogak. It's like a carry-on feeder. It's a variation on the zombie Vengevine deck. Honestly, I probably have to kill this Giver too, don't I? So that's a problem. And I know their hand is still Deputy, but we got plenty of black. I have to respect that card. So any burn spell, any Snapcaster draw gets there. That might have been an aggressive Geist of St. Traff swing for me, but maybe we're going to get there. Yeah, that Hogak deck. If they drew Path, they're not dead to the Tar Pit, but like a lot of the different burn spells in our deck are Snapcaster or Victory. The Fairy. He drew Path. Ooh, okay, Company into an answer. Okay, so he's playing Company, so Stroke counters that, so does Veto. Not that we care about the uncounterability here. Static Astro will be good. Matchup is a grind, so like this is good. Angraths doesn't give us enough control over what we're killing. I mean, I'd rather use Counter Squall than Stroke, though, even still. Yeah, we don't want to overboard. I think I actually cut the Fairy. I mean, Geist is usually not very good in this kind of a matchup just because they can overclog the board pretty easily. I'd rather make room for, like, Angers. I don't think I necessarily want Settle. The problem with Settle is they don't tend to swing with a lot of the threats we're trying to remove. Just something to think about. So you could play some more counter magic to stop, to try to fight over Chord or Collect a Company. We could do that. Another thing we could do is just play the Geists. I think I do want to be able to fight over their spells, like Company. And we can just beat them down with Lingering Souls tokens, I think. We're on the draw. I think I will keep this. Alright, so... Yeah, new stepmom is cool. For decks like our opponents. Getting in there. Alright. It's just company here. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I just needed a path that. I didn't need a path the other. Or I didn't need a shock if that was my plan. Hey, what's up, Kishi? Yeah, if my plan was to do that anyway. And then another company. Okay, knight. This is where anger would be a sweet draw. I mean, souls buys me a lot of time. Brutality. I mean, we have a game to give. We did take game one. So, I think I want to block one of them. Snap, helix. Okay. So barring them drawing like chord or company here, we should be able to go for the snap helix play. Double block. Keswick's going to be a lot of damage. We managed to make it through one company. I mean, he's still Keswick here, because it's, what, 4 damage that gets to come through, 5 damage, because it's a, yeah. So I get to get through quite a bit of damage. I don't think we want to use the mode to, so, honestly, I think I just sit on the K command and the stroke. I mean, if he's just pumping all of his mana into this noble, that's great for us. We can just pick up the Snapcaster Mage. So black. That puts us pretty far ahead to be able to do that. Alright. Bolt. Canopy redraw. Yep. Okay, witness the company back. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got this stroke. We can bolt the bird. Well, we don't care because his Kessig's down. So we have to respect the company, of course. I'm kind of glad I brought in the disdainful stroke. I wasn't sure I was going to. Kind of glad I did. It's kind of a nuisance, the Kessig making even these birds technically threats. I guess the other thing I could have done here was sat on the snap disdainful, just because chord company. Oh, ooze is a big deal too. Ooze with 4 green. Oh, is he going to activate it a bunch here? Well, he knows you have a Snapcaster in our hand. At least we didn't lose the Lingering Souls. Hey, how's it going, Dry? We're thinking about what we're going to do after this league is done. The Gitrog Frog combo does seem like fun. See, I mean, I'm going to lose to this Ooze unless I just raw draw an answer. Could just attack with the Tar Pit and the Spirits. It's just there's so much food for this Ooze, right? There's another 1, 2, 3, 4 life for them to gain. My turn might be better spent just lingering souling without passing priority. And we just chump the Ooze until we draw an answer to it. There's only so much life the Ooze can gain. We get to chip in the air this turn for 2. Worst draft ever. Was it Horizons? Things aren't bad. That sucks, Dry Boromir. Things are good. Yeah, can't complain. So I mean, we can chump Ooze for a bit. Oh wait, no, we can't Kessig. So actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 7. It's actually a lot. It's actually quite a lot. Right, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like we could go to 1. I mean, chumping at least forces him to, that's how he spends his turn, but that's probably how he was going to spend his turn anyway. Now this Kessig's been really relevant. Don't feel bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ooze is pretty good. Okay, so he had a different play he wanted to do. He just gave a trample, and then he wanted to play another Ooze. Well, yeah. The Lingering Souls plan was a terrible idea just because of Kessig. It's okay. We'll beat him next game, I hope. Let's run it back. I mean, maybe cutting Geist is just wrong, because I didn't really have a nice finisher. you know? I think Taziger is still better suited just because like Geist just is likely to get. They have a lot of 2 power creatures coming into play. Now let's run it back and see if we can't get this third game. Anger Hand, color looks good. Keep it. I don't think we want it. It doesn't give us a lot of control over what they're sacrificing. Like the problem is like in a lot of spots it would just make them sacrifice like a bird or a noble they don't really need. I feel like we didn't see any planeswalkers. I think because of the counter scroll, I'm supposed to get. Well, I'm thinking about the anger. That makes me actually think I want to get Blood Crypt, and then this could be Hallowed Fountain, and that would fix us into our various colors, or we just draw steam vents. I could dump the steam vents, because really this is the only other color I need, and then we don't take a million. Kill, reveal. Right, I mean that maybe it was better than like one of the Lingering Souls or something. Oh, we whiff. But having the information's good. It's not like I pitched like a card that should matter too much, too much. So we know he's got the combo rolled up. We know there's a Knight of the Reliquary as well. They're already pretty low on resources. Maybe we just fire off the anger. Actually, I think I should have pathed right then and there just for mana. Because now I won't have... Yeah. What gets him back into this game the best would be him peeling, but... I hope he doesn't peel. I would put this guy on the Sajiri. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. Hope they don't peel company. They've got Recruiter and one unknown. This looks like Cord. Ugh. Okay. I mean, I didn't have to play Taziger. I could have just pathed the Knight and sat on the counter squall. Okay, that wasn't too bad of a hit. Decides not to play Recruiter. I guess playing around a potential another copy. Honestly, that wasn't the worst. That was not the worst. If we go for a Taziger activation, he probably just gives me back Brutality. And then we leave ourselves open to... Oh, okay, well, we leave ourselves open to nothing. So we get that second blue source, we can Tasigur, and it's relevant to do this. There's Lingering Souls. There's Faithless Looting in our deck. Yeah, I mean, it just sucks that that's what happened. That it happened that way. Tasigur might be on the defense. I mean, Recruiter is obviously something we should consider just removing now. Just because he's going to accrue a lot of value off of it if I leave it alone. Tireless Tracker, that's a pretty good one. Opponent chumps. Tracker. Ghost Quarter themselves. Whoa, Tracker, Ghost Quarter themselves. Wow. Anger, Snapcaster Mage. Let's activate Tasigur again. Well, that's not good. The problem with Tasigur activation here is they just give me something I can't cast. I've also made it so I can't cast my counter spells, but we're losing to the board as it stands. Can't cast the Colligan's command. Maybe that's what they give me, yeah. So Tasigur is on the block. Well, he really can't be because these guys are going to be... Well, actually, he would trade off with a tracker, but it's pretty likely the opponent's going to draw to... I think we've lost this one, chat. I mean, this is that spot where we wish we had the Settle the Wreckage. It's funny, we brought in some counter spells and like didn't actually hold up to counter the company. The company really wasn't relevant though. What was juicy was that they hit runner tracker. So I can't even justify blocking here, right? Well, I'm dead if I don't, because he's got 2 clues. Yeah, I don't see us getting out of this, right? I have to draw like back-to-back snap to like path block. I mean, the Colligan's command gets back the Tasigur. So we got that going for us at least. Okay, so there's snap. Snap, path, command. The Vizier block here, die there. Snap Anger's too late. I think we're dead. No, I mean, we're not playing any Damnation or anything like that. We had a Settle in the board I added. So I felt like the deck just wanted like a more hard sweeper. Command, kill this, replay Tasigur. Still don't have enough mana to snap path as well. Snap path. Yeah, no, I don't see an out. That sucks. We almost prized with this greedy. Oh, because they changed the Modern League structure. We still get back some of our points. Well, that's fun. Yeah, they changed the structure, so we actually have, well, not quite enough to do another. But we were going to brew today, so they've updated. They updated it for Horizons. So this deck was fun. I'll screenshot it for the chat. I think it's not that great though. Also, this is pre-Horizons, so I mean everything's changing, right? So we're going to go ahead and give this deck back, and we're going to play a deck with some Modern Horizon cards if possible. Well, I don't know if I can actually get them from Card Hoarder. That's what I was trying to check on. Oh, they're out of stock now. I was going to grab them during my lunch break at work, and they are sold out. I'm curious what cards they actually have. Can I just search by set? Yeah. I want to do a well, maybe we should be looking for specifics. Like there was a Goblin Welder deck we wanted to play maybe. Or Goblin Engineer, excuse me. Yeah, there was like the Goblin Engineer deck we were thinking about doing. I just want to check and see if I can borrow cards from the new set. Yeah. I mean, I have some tickets I could pick up. Really, the only card we were missing from the not opposed to buying cards, okay? Let's see. We could play. I don't remember what we called it though. I know it's got the new deck box because I've been messing around with those. It kind of helps me decipher like old from new. It's not the deck though. This was like that weird Planeswalker idea we had though, using the Accomplice. This is nonsense. I love it, but definitely nonsense. Not that the I think we ended up going Abzan with it actually. Should just be Gitrog Frog Monster, right? There's Gitrog Jund. Maybe we called it Bear Force. I think I called it Bear Force. So this deck we already like made like a sideboard I think I'd be fine playing and everything. So as far as like cards from the new set this is actually playing, it's only playing a couple, right? It's got Guiles. After seeing that really scary all in the what is it card called? Oh gosh, what is the name of that card? I'm thinking. Hagak. Can't wait to run black-white tokens with. Yeah, Guile's going to be interesting. I think Guile is really, really nice. I think Guile will be nice. But this was a little concept we threw together. We decided we were originally going to make it a Black Rock deck, and then after kind of conversing about it and thinking about it, we decided we wanted to go into obviously at the expense of giving up Field of Ruin, but we went into white because we were trying to use Commune to piece together the Influence Gitrog combo. So the only thing we need to buy is Influence, and then the rest of the deck I should be able to get from Card Hoarder. So they have that policy. They don't let their loan accounts, the streamer ones anyway. I don't think that's true of the other. Yeah, I don't think that's true of the normal accounts. I think just accounts like mine, like I can't borrow immediately. So let's go ahead and first give back the previous deck because now our league is finished. Didn't get there, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and return this. This sideboard could play like an Engineered Explosives as well, I feel like. I think the Bitter Blossom's kind of stupid and greedy, now that I think about it. It was just kind of fun because it's something I can hit off of this, but I think we should be playing an Explosives instead. Alright. Now I just need to figure out what we need to actually order. So let's open a new copy. My issue is Karn. Yeah. Karn was such a mistake. Maybe. I mean, if Karn really does become an issue, I feel like they would ban. Right? Have you guys seen the new Hagak deck? I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Hagak. That deck's pretty scary. It gets the Hagak out on turn 2. So turn 2 8/8 with trample. Not that a path can't beat that, but like there's a lot of other stuff that deck was doing too. It was like a Vengevine variant. It's a little scary. We got a lot of tap lands in this thing too. Only if we can get it for a fair price. So let's see if we can't get it for a decent price. There's goat bots to look at. There's wiki price. This is oh wow, do they not have the cards yet on here? I guess they don't have the cards on here yet. Okay. Well, let's see if GoatBots hooks us up. You know, Karn's pretty much everywhere. All right, so let's see if we can't. All right. Yeah, Hogak. Look at that. Right? People are kind of privy to that. All right, so let's see if I can't get. Wow, Giver's up there. Some of these decks we want to play might be really expensive to brew. The Goblin Engineer, 2 tickets for 1. They want a ticket for Influence. How much do they want for Kaya's? Yeah, they want quite a bit for Kaya's. Guile is about 2 tickets. I mean, I really wish we could just get these from Card Hoarder, but I mean, we would need to get tickets anyway so that we could play it in a league if we wanted to. Could also crack open chests. I mean, I like to save these chests for you guys. I like to save them for subs or resubs, to be honest. If we just ban Lattice, card goes from absurd to just very good. A local Burn player is playing Karn and Burn. It's weird. All right, so I'll just suck it up and grab some tickets. So we need tickets anyway. Ooh, I think I left my wallet in the other room though, chat. I'll be right back. But I think we'll play this deck. It's the deck that in theory I'd have to buy the fewest cards, and like there's nothing wrong with having Guile. Like the Ayula, the Bear Force, the influences we probably lose dollary dues on, but let's see. Let me just double check what the yeah. So it's 10 tickets to play. We need 2 Kayas. Those are each 2 tickets and some change, and we need two. Okay, so I kind of know how many tickets I need to buy. Plus the 2 I already had. Ooh, you know what? I was running into this issue the other day though. I don't remember if. Hang on. I really need to re-download my Magic Online. Let me see if I can actually. I was having this error where I couldn't get bots to see my tickets actually. Yeah, Hogak is just insane. I think full trade list lets them see your tickets. I think. Guile is a spec. Yeah, like when we were playing Karn, I got my money back on Lattice. Remember how I couldn't get Lattice from Card Hoarder the night we wanted to play it. Um, Hang on, I'll show you what I'm working with. That's the issue though with so the only binder I've been able to prepare, of course, isn't any of them. I've only been able to. Okay, nice. So they can see my tickets. Cool. Kai's Guile is okay. So it's actually a little bit less. So we need one more Guile and then 2 influences. Liked Karn also in Wardraft. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, pay for it. Yeah. All right, so let's yeah, so let me go ahead now that I was pretty sure that was the case, but the other day I was running into this issue where I couldn't like manipulate my other binders besides the everything binder. So I don't know why that is. Like my Moto crashes every time I try to edit my trade binders, but anyway, so I'll buy some ticks. So we need another Kaya's. We need the 2 Ayulas, so that's that many, and then we need to be able to play. Let's get 1 extra for good measure, just in case it's more expensive than it seems. Appreciate you guys sitting tight. I think this deck's going to be cool. I don't expect it to be terribly good, but that was kind of the same deal with the last 4-color greedy deck we just played. But it's just interesting to potentially see the Gitrog Frog combo again. I don't think we haven't dabbled in this combo since like 2 years ago, I think. Maybe longer. It's been a long time. It's been a long while since we messed around with that was pretty fast. So, yeah, we need 1 more Guile. Actually, let me just do it this way. You can enlighten me. If you knew the real reason, I would really appreciate it. I've had a few people just say I have to just re-download the client, like delete everything, re-download the client, and maybe it would work. Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong bot. Yeah, I clicked on a GoatBot boosters. Not bulk. I want just like legit. Hey, this one. Now, each of these GoatBots may not actually have the card we want on them. If we're lucky, it will. They're pretty good at spreading. Yeah, so they have a couple Kaya's Guiles on this guy too. So we'll return everything. Let's see if it's got the influence as well. Nice. To see how much that runs us. Fresh installs are always a good way to fix. Yeah. All right. So it's going to be 4 tickets for us to get the other Guile and the influences. But that's all the stuff that I'd actually have to buy for us to play it tonight. So I think that's fine. And then the rest we're going to try to get from our sponsor, which shouldn't be a problem. Nice. All right. Yeah, so what do we actually need? Okay, so this is that extra opening. Okay, so basically what I do here, I'll just delete everything we already have. Everything we need. It's quite a lot, actually. So we need the goifs, we need this part of the base deck, and then we need, don't need those two, but we need everything else. Yep. And we gave back the brutalities. Okay. So we'll export that. Frogs are indeed bigger. Bear Force. Oh. Loading it up. Okay, so they don't have the fancy lilies. That's to be expected. Or the fulminators. That doesn't matter. But yeah, we kind of just built it as a derivative of we were either going to go for like black green rock or we were going to go with I think that, oh my gosh, maybe just comma will bring her up. There have been so many Lilianas though. So we need a few lilies. We don't need these goblin engineers. In fact, we can't order them. And what was the other thing it didn't like? Fulminator Mage? I don't care what art. Alright, back to deck editor, add all this. Alright, that should be everything. Check out. Loan. Hats off to card hoarder. I know it's a pain like when a new set comes out that I can't, you know, borrow the newest of the new. But I mean, that wasn't too bad, right? We bought 4 cards from the new set that were relatively, maybe they're sleepers. I think Guile is going to see plenty of play. Actually, the decks that can cast it will probably play it. Exactly. I mean, I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm ungrateful to be able to borrow cards as we are on the show. It is quite helpful. It makes a big difference for me as a brewer, right? As a deck builder, connoisseur, you know, it's nice to be able to just sit down and play with you guys and not have to worry, oh, okay, well, you know, are we going to be able to build this deck? That was something I struggled with, of course, in the very beginning. Not an issue anymore. Yeah, I think this card is flexible enough that it's in the decks that can cast it like your Espers, maybe even your Abzans, if they still exist. The greediest part of the deck, of course, being that we're a triple green, double black deck. Single white though, so triple green. I mean, the extra green is nice for ooze. So like, there's other reasons that we're heavy into green. Like ooze, of course, enjoys having a very green heavy mana base. Um, so I mean, I think there's nothing wrong. We don't talk about those dark times. Yeah, I didn't realize that was taboo. No, those were good times though too, because it was like it was kind of fun, like to operate in the sandbox. A lot of the people in the Twitch community were very kind, and like I was able to borrow lots and lots of I was able to borrow lots of cards at the time, actually, just from people in the community like you, Dry. Um, so no, it was a tough time because like I mean I had to focus more on decks though, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Like now that I have access to this, I kind of jump, like flip from deck to deck, right? Kind of go from deck to deck. I'll admit, but oop, I was doing this thing again. Hang on. Put into, please. Oh my god, am I gonna have to click through it? Oh no, they're okay. Oh yeah. So they changed it. So it used to be if a card was zero quantity, it would darken. They did away with that with the new interface, so it's been kind of trolling me lately. Like when I'm building decks too, I'm like, wait, I didn't think I had this, and I actually don't. It'll say zero quantity. Restriction can breed creativity. Hey, what's up, Land Shark? Yeah, I remember we like spent a lot of time focusing on like a really bad modern Tesserator back in the day and things like that. Like, cause I had like you guys helped me get into like Tesserets and stuff way back when. So yeah, I remember those times. It was good times. It was my early 20s. Let's see. So I feel so old to say it that way, chat. Oh, my early 20s. Pardon me while I crack my my back. I think the triple green is indeed gonna be scary, but let's play it. Since we decided to build around commune, that's why the white splash happened in the first place. Because you're like, oh well, what else plays well with this? Lingering Souls would. Goif is gonna enjoy this as well. So I honestly think just, excuse me, from all the graveyard decks I've been seeing, I almost want to just main deck the other Guile and then sideboard, I don't know, like a Thoughtseize or the Spell Bomb, maybe. Hard to say. Bloodghast Push and Murderous could replace. I don't know if I'd play a Bloodghast at all. I think I like the White Splash. I think I like it. I think Path is really solid at the moment. Just trust me. Let's play. And you know what? If it does terribly wrong, I'll take on full responsibility. I will take full responsibility. But yeah, I mean the triple green is terrifying, right? If we have Godless Shrine, the Urborg, the Salvage, the Swamper, the Plains. I mean, it might be the kind of thing that we won't get out on turn 3, but we get it out on turn 4. I mean, it's just a value engine if we don't have Frog, right? So, and like somebody was suggesting we should try to squeeze in like even the first Life from the Loam. Um, that was a decision I didn't. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but we also just because we decided not to build it rock, we don't have any other synergies, right? So I think if we were building it rock instead of the white splash, then some number of Life from the Loam is sweet, right? It's bears. It's also bringing back like Field of Ruin. Maybe you'd even play Ghost Quarter at that point. I also considered going into like Night if we were going to splash white. This is a one lander. We're on the draw, but it's a one lander. How many lands do we build this with? 24? That's quite a few lands. Well, 24 because we have to get to a 5-drop, right? Without ramping. So 53 cards left in the deck. 23 of them are lands, right? If we run the math on that. So 53... Or sorry, 23 into 53. So it's like a 43% chance we peel the second land. I'll risk it. Oh, there goes my Thoughtseize. I mean, this hand probably, if he takes the Thoughtseize, we can get a different land. But I was going to say this hand probably wanted to lead on. Oh, he takes Tarmogoyf. Okay. Takes my Goyfy. Okay, so we draw a Quagmire. Cool. Awkwardly enough, I know we have the influences, but I think I still want to Godless Thoughtseize. Oh, okay. We also thought about playing some of these, the new, I think I just take Dahlia. Is Abzan windy? If we draw a different land, we get to deploy the ooze. If we don't, wow, we have a lot of paths. Thank goodness there's not something like Cabal Therapy in this format, right? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Feeder. Kind of got a glut of paths. I'm fine trading it with this 3/3. So we get to take the feeder, or we could play ooze. I think I just take the feeder that he tutored for. Actually, knight is the better take here, because it represents multiple. I mean, I'm hoping to draw some action next turn, so I don't feel bad about thinning here, but like if I draw a relevant play, I'll feel stupid that I didn't path when I did. Decides he wants it in his graveyard. I'm with you, opponent. I'm with you. I'm with you. Now, since we drew Mire, we can cast Influence should we draw it. Yeah, I don't quite know what he's up to. Knight to tutor for feeder. They're doing it there so they can get some F6 value. F6 value. Oh, it didn't matter after all how I cast the ooze, really. There was no way for me to hold up the path and also, but if I wanted to still be able to activate ooze. We'll probably just grab this feeder. They could be playing Unearth as well. Unearth would make sense. I saw, we played yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, we played against surprised there's not a path happening to me. Or like Fatal Push. No, I was not expecting that. That's sweet. Alright. We probably lose now. So they got Viserys Seer. So if we path Thalia, I can follow up with the Inquisition. That's fine. Just being stuck on 3 lands, like I wouldn't have been able to do 2 things there. So he wants Viserys Seer. I mean, with Frog being in hand, that's weird. Oh yeah, he doesn't really get much value off that. Huh. Artist. Yeah, I mean, he's just like an aristocrat. So he needed this to be in play. Okay, there's the salvage. Due to it being instant speed based, I think we want to just... use Ooze now. I like grabbing the sacrifice engine. Yeah, no, the rally is sweet. Rally to find, and the ranger captain to find seers and feeders and stuff. There's going to be a while. Well, we would have cast Commune, so we wouldn't have hit this Marsh Flats. Commune would have seen Frog or Goyf. We'd probably take Goyf, and then I'm trying to see when we would have seen the 5th land. It looks like we weren't going to see a 5th land for some time. There it is. Alright. So, he's got graveyard stuff. Would have been nice to see like some of our anti-graveyard measures. He'll have a bunch of X1s, so explosives seem sweet. We almost got outvalued there. I mean, Kaya hits those 1-drops as well. Yeah, we almost kind of got outvalued. Lily Last Hope seems great as well. Calidus seems good too. It feels like this is one of those situations where we have a lot of stuff that's good. Thoughtseize is probably overkill. Everything that we needed to hit was small. Although being able to take his graveyard recursion spell is decent. But I think we run... And we're going to cut... maybe Souls is just too slow. So do we want to keep in the Gitrog combo? Do we want Souls, or is Souls just a little bit too slow here? Might be nice to keep in the combo just to test it. What would happen if I slimmed on Souls? Maybe we like it even less when he's on the play. Maybe Lily of the Veil is actually maybe not all that great here either. Maybe actually Lily's the cut. It's like I'm kind of more excited about Last Hope and Kaya here, like Calidus. Maybe this is actually what we need to look like. And maybe the Thoughtseize are still better than the Souls. Oh, this hand has mana. It's just missing white mana. So, Wendy, you really into Abzan? I mean, Abzan just got some really sick cards printed into it. Hint, hint. I think Guile is going to be very good. I guess I'm technically banking on it being good now that we had to buy some. Feeder. Okay. So we don't have to take a million on this Inquisition, but I kind of want this to be Temple Garden. Well, we'll see. There's Liliana's to think about. So this is a redraw. Artist, though, is a combo piece. Probably take the combo piece, but then again, maybe I'm supposed to take the redraw because they're trying to just reanimate everything. I don't particularly want to trophy the feeder just yet. I'd rather just get Goyf into play next turn, to be perfectly honest, chat. Like, we're probably just playing Forest, Goyf, go. Okay, so we drew the white source. Alright, so we slam Goyf. Tarnum Goyfu. I don't like blocking here, because technically he could sacrifice both of the walls, and he wants to sacrifice them anyway because he's a rally deck. Karn, Abzan to adopt Karn, maybe. Ooh, Calidus. Okay, so maybe the line is trophy the feeder. Like maybe we just play Temple Garden tapped and say go. Yeah, Calidus is nuts. Nutso. Ah, Stitchers. I see. Yeah, Wendy. You probably would have loved to have given us some technology for this match. I mean, for this deck. Yeah, Goyf is a lot cheaper from what I've heard. So we got all our colors, so we can just go get a Swampy. Calidus. Opponent says nice. Yeah, I've been liking him with the meta being a lot of... It's true. It's true, there are a lot of graveyard decks at the moment. Tell that man his stuff's sweet. Oh, I can absolutely do something like that. We got the trophy. We're probably safe to attack with both. My chat wants to give you props for playing Brew. We can't let him know we're streaming though, chat. No, it's fine. We made a zombie. He says sup. He says sup, chat. He says hello, chat. He has said hello. Oh no, I was just kidding, Dry. I was just making conversation. I surely I don't think he would ever ghost. Ghosting's been on the low lately, from what I've seen. I have seen less and less of it. Yeah, I wasn't insinuating that he was ghosting or anything like that. Sorry if it came out that way. All right, let's attack. Attack! Hiya! No! No! My quagmire. No, my Calidus. Oh. I almost would sack the seer there as well to try to scry to the... Like, he just needed a reanimate spell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might be dead, chat. Let's see some fireworks. He might do it during my... well, I feel like you don't let me draw to things like Surgical or like Kaya's. Alright, that's a lot of triggers. Okay. It's funny how he's saying it won't be that great. I feel like it's going to be plenty fine because he's got Sacrifice Engines. He's got Blood Artist. He could do it, you know, but anyway. Ooh, okay. Gut shot. Inquisition, my trophy. Trophy, no. Oh yeah, he does get to keep it, doesn't he? Ooh, we whiff? Ouch. Okay, well we still hit technically because of Lingering Souls being the stupid card that it is. He saw that I had a Blooming Marsh, so he might as well play that. Yeah. I feel like these Rally the Ancestor decks really benefit from like things like Eternal Witness though, because like you do the combo and then you use Witness to get back the Rally. It's just my personal thought. I'm attacking with 4 spirits, so he needs to gain a little bit more life. There you go. Wonder what he's digging to. He's bottomed everything. I guess he's just trying to hit another Rally the Ancestors. He's still bottoming. Oh, he just let those go away? Why wouldn't you sack them? Oh, he made a mistake. He said, oops. I mean, watch him just hit another one, right? Whatever happened to that deck playing like wall and stuff with the that 3-mana artifact that like made wall and all these other spell like Squadron Hawks like cheaper? I thought that deck was neat. Good games indeed. Come show my Twitch channel your list. They might not still be here, but that is kind of something nice about Commune. In the rare chance that it does miss creature or enchantment, at least it does hit the Lingering Souls. I mean, do we actually have enough hits? I didn't cut any creatures, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I guess I'll consider Souls as kind of a hit. And maybe we're not quite running enough. Anyway, that's very possible that we're not quite running enough cards. I'd just play Heartless Summoning. Heartless makes Gitrog a lot cheaper, that's true. That is something that it does. Alright, well, so far so good. We managed to beat a Graveyard Wombo combo deck. We have one of the pieces to the combo in this opener. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea what my opponent's on, so it's a very fair opener from us. What do you think your opponent's doing if they lead deck more salvage, right? I think I am going to lead the salvage. Like, what do you possibly think that they're doing if that's how you lead? Sick value. I know, right? Sick value. Oh, they're playing Cheerios. We might just be dead. Very possibly just dead here. Yeah. Don't want them to think about the white splash because they'll board differently if they know that. They'll board quite a bit differently if they know that Stony Silence could be a thing. So we'll play Goy. If they kill us, they kill us. If they don't, they don't. So say Ad Nauseam. Could be Ad Nauseam. You don't always see these particular lands from Ad Naus, though. I feel like this is just Cheerios. I've been seeing... oh, it is Ad Naus. Sweet. We have a chance. We have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. We already had sorcery in the yard, so that's why I didn't pitch souls. Yeah, Lily is a big deal. He bins Angel's Grace. He bottoms. Yeah, that's true. If he's pitching Grace and Mine, he's got plenty of mana, so we might be dead. What, trophy to hit Prism, trophy to hit the enchantment? Oohs and a bunch of misses. Oh, looks like we are dead, chat. So we get to see at least what build he's on. Did Nauseam get any new cards? Couldn't they, I mean, besides Jace, of course, but couldn't they be playing the new, the other counterspell? Because they can go off during our turn? I guess Pact the Negation is still just straight up better for this combo, though, at the end of the day. So I guess Jace is really the only new thing that they have. New-ish. Right, I mean, obviously, Labman was the go-to before Jace came out, and now they play Jace. But yeah, I mean, they're going to kill us with this Lightning Storm. I just, it's funny, like, oh, he's got Blast Zone in there, too. I actually just don't, on principle, I don't like scooping yep, and that's why. On principle, I don't like scooping to Ad Nauseam because they can sometimes make a mistake on Moto, which our opponent did. I'm trying to figure out what mistake that they made. There was one card left in their library, right? Well, why wouldn't you draw the whole deck? Was it the last Simian he needed? So this Simian got exiled, this one got discarded. He didn't have enough mana to to do the lightning storm. Hey, what's up, Coastone? Yeah, he milled a Simeon and one of them got discarded, so. Just on principle, though, I don't like scooping to the combo on Moto because I've played against lots of opponents that just straight up make a mistake. We'll play Pulse. I kind of would like to have the combo kill in, but it might just be too slow or grindy at all to consider. Fulminator Mage is relevant. Campbell is potentially relevant. Brutality is in the Thoughtseize. Even though there's a reasonable chance he... So what's dead? Path is dead. Most likely. Spellbomb can come out. Souls is really slow. Ooze seems bad too. Just thinking about Kaya. I guess the explosives comes in. I guess we play Campbell. Not that interested in these. Campbell over Souls? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Twice I've died to spoils so far. It happens. We have Stony. Oh, Guile's just in here for making a token. That's wrong. That should have been Lingering Souls. I mean, for that reason, I probably should mulligan this regardless. There's also no white source here. It's like a lot of our lands that don't produce white. We'll keep here. It's got Stony and Lily. A lot of their fast mana is artifact based. Hey, what's up, Lauren? How you been? Nice. Opponent didn't have Leyline. Yeah, how you been, Lauren? How's life been? How are things? Faster beats are indeed better. Well, I should take out the... Remind me to take that out next game. Somebody. Please. It's really bad. Honestly, I would drop Souls. If I could, I would. Is it better for me to Inquisition than to, like, everything else in my hand to happen on time? I think I'm supposed to lead Quagmire. They didn't exile a Lotus, but like if they go Pentad Prism here, we feel pretty good about our sequencing. Yep. Oh. Evan with the sub? Hype. Thank you so much, Evan. We got Liliana in our hand, so we're gonna get the... Thank you so much, Evan. Let me open a chest for you, my friend. Been waiting for some subs or resubs. Ooh. Double Planeswalker hand. Wow. So we get Anime Nissa Waifu. Anime Nissa Waifu. This is a very hot pack. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Evan. Not a bad pack at all. Hot anime waifu brew. Let's go. Bring in Ooze, cut Kaya. I could see that. Bring in Ooze, cut the Kayas. I mean, oh, actually, she should be in. Did we? Or no, she shouldn't be. We're talking about her Guiles. You'd love this list, Evan. I caught a little bit of your stream tonight. Thank you so much for the host, by the way. I don't want to undersell that. Thank you so much, Evan. Seriously. So, I think we deploy Goyf now. There's Trophy. I think we play a goofy Goyf, right? Play a Tarmogoyf. I think we want to get a clock going. Like, Inquisitioning here. Like, it's very easy that we draw land and the next turn is Inquisition Goyf. And we've already got Sorcery. Alright, let's see what he does with this Temple. Tops. That's terrifying. I probably should Inquisition instead of playing another Goyf. With the biddies. Sean just doing Sean things. That's what we do here on the show. Or we can just draw another one. Just tear his hand apart, hopefully. Alright. Well, that's terrifying. Ah, that grows Goyf. Gives me instant and creature. We did take game one, surprisingly, with like our hand that did like nothing. But the spoils, they had a bad spoils. Spoils exiling the simians enabled us to win. But thank you for the biddies, Spider Space. Good to see you as well. Everybody, the whole crew's here. We're hanging out. Brutality could take one of the ad nauseams. They need a lot of black mana. Remind me not to play our Urborg should we draw it. I think we're just playing Goyf, right? I mean, unless we're hoping for back-to-back like this into Thoughtseize. They only have 2 cards in hand, so like maybe it's correct. Just get the best clock going you can. Yeah. It's 16. Another 4-power Goyf is relevant. Alright, because they go to 12, then we can swing 4, they're dead. Lotus Bloom does nothing. See, the white splash is nice. Stony Silence is absurd. Blast Zone. Oh, well. We can trophy the Blast Zone. I mean, he has to charge this up anyway, so we're good. Trophy's such a flexible card. This card's pretty absurd when you think about it. Have I brewed with Goblin Engineer yet? Yes, I have. I have a very fluffy style Goblin Engineer deck. You're welcome to steal. Let me find it. Well, let's finish off our opponent first. Let's not be rude to our opponent. So the Goblin Engineer deck is kind of a derivative of something you might see Fluffy Wolf playing. Oh yeah, he didn't even have the basic swamp. You were gonna try it in like a mono red prison. Yeah, so I was doing like a trash for treasure build. I took some advice from the chat the other day when we showed it off. Good games. Sorry about the spoils. Not how either of us want that to go. I mean, it's a variance card. It happens. You know, they know. So we're actually 2-0 with this list. Yeah. Gitrog Frog. Get him, Gitrog. If you're just joining me, the combo... Oh, hang on. Let's cancel. I was going to show Spider that list. The combo, though, is Influence, Gitrog, Dakmor Salvage. If you don't know what it is exactly, just ask. I'm happy to explain it. It is kind of a weird combo. And yeah, it's happier in colors now because it used to be you would do it with Seismic Assault, but now that you have the green version, you can just make infinite tokens. Well, lots of tokens. It's not actually infinite, but we'll talk about it. What did I call it? I think I just called it Goblin Engineer, right? Could have sworn I was just named it Goblin Engineer. You don't get it? So the Gitrog Frog, it's a little confusing. Here, I'll just show you in this other window. So what happens is, if you have Influence, right? Influence says we can discard a land. Gitrog, the Gitrog monster says, whenever one or more lands are put into your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card, right? That's the last line of text on Gitrog. It's also relevant that he has the ability to sacrifice a land, because if you had to play the salvage, it allows us to put the salvage into the graveyard. So what happens is you pitch salvage to Influence, and then a land entered the graveyard, so Gitrog monster's last line of text triggers. And so what happens is I get to draw a card, but instead of drawing a card, I'm going to dredge the Dakmore Salvage. So it's very relevant that it's a land that happens to have dredge, even though it's only dredge 2, doesn't matter. In fact, we're glad that it's a low dredge count. Oh, you get it? Okay, cool. Yeah, so we can make as many tokens as I have cards in my library left. So you'll usually make I mean, unless the game's gone really, really long, you usually can make a reasonable amount of bears. When we used to play this Jund colored, it was a little awkward. Like the colors, if you think the colors are awkward now, like it was really awkward. But you could build this like just plain green black. We decided to splash white, so I'm playing commune to find the different pieces of the combo. These also mill over souls. They're good value with Goyf. Find Goyf. Find some of our sideboard cards. Yeah. All right, so this list is straight out of like a Fluffy Wolf deck brew. I changed a couple things last stream. We added like a Pia, for example, to the sideboard. I moved the Chandra to the main. So this is just a straight up beautiful, beautiful thing, right? So what's going on in here is we are trying to cheat out big, scary things. I had different things we were cheating out with the build initially. Initially, we were doing like Sphinx and Leviathan. I've since moved to ones that we could actually hardcast with the deck. We are a big mana deck with the rituals. So I kind of like the idea of them being something we could cast. But it's certainly not necessary. I mean, you could play like, I could play like, what was it? Combust, what is it? The red Gear Hulk, Combustion Gear Hulk, I think. Whatever the red Hulk is. I mean, like there's other. You'd barely believe it. Yeah, it is combustible. I just spelled combustible wrong, I guess. So, I would assume. Yeah, I mean, you could run something like this, like. Yeah. Anyway, I tried replacing rituals with Lotus Blooms, but Goblin can cheat it in. Ooh, Spider Space with the technology. Okay, okay. I like where your mind is. That is something to cheaty face the engineer with. Okay. Huh. I feel like it's a bit of a different deck though at that point because, well, maybe not. Interesting. I hadn't thought about doing that. Don't know if it's right because you can't turn one the moon, but it'd be a nice combo. Yeah, like that is neat to weld. Um, that is cool. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. Well, it's already midnight, so let's go ahead and hop back into the. I'll leave this, and we'll. It's just a fun little thought experiment. Let's finish the Abzan list off. We are doing pretty well in this league. Consequently, we are 2-0. We only need to win one more. Well, actually, they changed the structure, so these aren't gas acquired. That is a cool little combo that I hadn't thought about. Spider Space. I'm enjoying it in Death and Taxes as a Stoneforge replacement. Yeah, there you go. Splash red and play swords. There you go. What's your artifact like suite look like in that though? Oh, that's a cool use for engineer. What's in play for you to sacrifice besides the obvious like Aether Vial? Are you playing Blade Splicer? Are you playing the guy that makes a clue? Cheating in Vial could be good too. Oh, I'll take a look. Red Stoneforge Mystic. The Stoneforge Mystic that we deserve, but never got. That's kind of neat. I hadn't thought about using him that way. When I saw the card, I thought about using, you know, Trash for Treasure. That's just how my brain goes. It's just fun. Like, different people will do different things. So this has most of the combo already rolled up. We have 2 out of 3 pieces. And some interaction. We're missing white mana, but like white's our splash. I'm only missing out on path. Like even Lingering Souls is not really too difficult without white. Mirror match, right? I'm kidding. It's probably not. Ooh, Guile. All right. Oh yeah, Guile's the other white card that we like having access to. I knew I was forgetting something main board that was white. Speaking of white, all right. So we go from maybe losing to winning. Taking their Bitter Blossom. There's the Influence. So we have the whole combo rolled up. We need one more green source, right? Green, green. So actually I want to keep the salvage in my hand. I think I'm still supposed to deploy Ooze instead of... Like, because we have to get to 5 mana anyway. I mean, maybe we will just be playing the salvage, because we do have to get to 5, but like at least Gitrog lets me crack the salvage, and then we can go off the next turn. I mean, it's a slow, dirtily, grindy little wombo, but it's kind of neat to have like an Abzan colored deck that has... Well, this is not Abzan. But it's kind of neat to have, an Abzan colored deck with an infinite... well, a loop. We'll just call it a combo loop. It's not infinite by any stretch of the imagination. Spectral. 3 dudes, seriously. Alright. Could play Quag and Commune. Yeah, 3 dudes, seriously. That's what my buddy always used to call that card. Alright, so we whiff, but we don't really whiff because there's the Lingering Souls. Souls will be good in this matchup. They are also playing it. So one more green source lets me play the Influence, and we can just pitch the salvage. It's kind of a freebie because it's kind of where we want it. Or maybe we don't, just because... how am I liking Guile? I like this card a lot. I wish I had a white source. There's a lot of graveyard decks being played at the moment. So I just think in general, I'm going to be pretty happy to see this on average. Another Ooze. Okay, I think we are going to play Salvage because it gets me closer to Monster. Honestly, I probably just flashback Lingering Souls. It sucks that he's got the Zealous Persecution. I just noticed Scale Up works in Infect. It does, Ben. Well, it's you have to make sure you can kind of go all in that turn though. Otherwise, you will feel very sad. Okay, so sorry, Spider Space, I'm checking out your nice. So Magis's, Pia's, and you're just running a little bit heavier on the artifact package than as per usual. And you got some Dark Steels in there too. Yeah, you probably have, yeah, between Thraben Inspector and some Citadels and some of these other things that you'd maybe not want to sacrifice. You got a Revoker in there too. Yeah, this looks sweet, man. Has it been winning? It looks sweet. This is definitely up my alley. I mean, surely this is more of a Spider Space deck, but the swords are sweet, man. I'm digging the swords. So there's the Gitrog. We kind of want white and we kind of want green at the same time. And Gitrog needs to be in play first because we need him to sacrifice the salvage. It's only during your upkeep. So I actually think I am going to get the Temple Garden, as much as that hurts. I mean, surely he could get pathed. At least he can't get pushed, but he could get pathed. Oh, Matt drinks tea. Thanks for, dude. I appreciate you coming in here and sharing the list with us, man. Thanks for the games earlier. I'll go ahead and show this off to everybody. So this was our opponent 2 rounds ago. Thanks for coming in here, Matt. So yeah, so it looked like you may have just gotten a poor draw. I mean, you saw like a ton of cards, and then like we still got there. Yeah, so you can sack the Tide Hollow in response. That is a neat little synergy. What do you feel like it needed? Okay, there's no sideboard yet, or you just didn't add it to this yet. How does Thalia work with Rally? Doesn't the X still? I don't think it's an anti-synergy, right? Because you just put the extra like with when Thalia comes to X spells, it's not anti-synergistic, right? Kind of like oops, kind of like engineered explosives. Nice. Did black white spirits get any help? You mean like blue white spirits? Is that what you meant, Tin Man? I don't think so. Am I dead? They have some pumps? No. We might just have to sit on this guile, though. I'm a little scared that we might be dead in the air, actually. Because, like, this doesn't... Unlike the other Wombo... Oh, yeah. Wow, we don't have green up to take it. Well, we wouldn't get priority there. Maybe I should just guile. Well, if I don't dredge it back, then we're not doing the influence combo. I mean, we can't, right? I'm at 5. We won't have enough mana to play both. I think dredging that's actually wrong since I'm not going for it this turn. Like, we need to stay alive. We're probably casting Guile, right? Make a dude and gain 4 life. Draw Lily. Maybe just making them sacrifice the creatures better at this point. Because they do have these persecutions. Thanks for the bits, Brian. I really appreciate it. You choose X as 3, Thalia would be 4. Yeah, so kind of like a bit like engineered explosives or what have you. Um, Problem is this only keeps me alive for so long. Why am I drawing a card here? Oh, that was during my upkeep, obviously. Um, well, no, I thought our draw for the turn was Liliana. I guess not. Okay, so we could play the influence, but we don't have the salvage. But if I dredged the salvage, we wouldn't have had the green source for the influence. If I play influence, we're not going off immediately anyway. Just kind of what we needed to have happen, unfortunately. Lily's shock and make them sacrifice a spirit is also bad. It puts me to 7. I don't know. We're in a pickle here, chat. I think we're losing this first game. I mean, I would expect to probably lose to tokens. It's not like Gitrog has trample or anything. Whoa. That was annoying. Not sure what happened to my audio there. Sorry, guys. is going on with my audio? Oh yeah, they're probably playing therapist. That's what it sounded like to me, Ebola. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my audio. That's bizarre. Might just need to reboot my computer. See, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, we're good now. All right. It was just leftovers from that webpage where we went to look at the list. Therapist is redundant, though. It's the Modern Horizons tone. Oh, he killed Lily. Interesting. So if we dredge this, I mean, like, we need a different out, right? I guess if I dredge a creature, we could gain a life, and then we're not dead as well. I think there's a lot of reasons to dredge it, right? Like, if we hit creature, I can gain a life. We could go for the combo, but it doesn't really... Well, actually, if we go for the combo, we dredge over the whole deck, and we can gain life on the ooze. Yeah, so actually there's a lot of reasons to do it. Yeah, because we're gonna in doing the combo, we get access to we'll get access to some stuff to gain life on the ooze. So actually, it's totally correct for me to do it. All right. Yeah, so we've got the combo rolled up. I mean, I kind of preferred to do it instant speed, though. I mean, he could just have another Zealous Persecution and we just lose, so... But this is an interaction I can do at instant speed. We just have to hit, like, some goifs or something to gain some life. As for Yawgmoth, he's no Sorum. I saw some really grindy Sorin decks, actually. Uh-oh, am I just dead anyway? We have something spicy here. Well, these are on the ground. We can block them with the tokens we're going to be making, so... Now, like many opponents we would expect during this league, they have no idea that we actually have a loop. It's not infinite. It is not an infinite loop, right? I only have 36 cards in my deck. And every time we do the loop, I'll go down 2 cards. Correct, chat? So 36 into 2. Do the math, right? 36 into 2 is what we've got for bears. So just the spirits are coming in. All right, so let's influence. So pitch the salvage. Gitrog trigger. We can always yield to this one. Dredge. Make making some bears. Making some bears. Making some bears. Dredge. Making the bears. Okay, we need a creature. Dredge this. I'm just looking to gain some life. I mean, we're still dead to like persecution, but I need to gain some life here. There's the other influence. Making some bears. We're doing the thing, guys. We are doing the things. Dredge. Trying to turn over some Tarmogoofs, which we did. Oh, wow, and you also just get to straight up draw cards as you do it. That's true. Oh, okay, yeah. So actually, is that because I chose not to dredge there that we got the extra cards? I thought I dredged every time. Maybe there were some that I didn't dredge on. I thought I dredged on each of those cards though. Could have sworn I dredged. And I'm just like dead to brutality. Spectral, okay. Well, I guess we make lots of bears. Oh, whoops. Huh. We shouldn't also be drawing a card. Unless I'm mistaking something. Whenever one or more lands are put... Oh, because I'm hitting lands is why. Yeah, milling the lands is why we're... Oh, this combo is sweet, but I almost didn't want to draw those lands. Yeah. Okay, now I understand. As we dredge over lands... But, I mean, we're all in here. Like, I'm dead, so we might as well just do our whole deck. Right? Okay, path is relevant. We could hit a spirit here. We're not going to find anything better than that. Path a token. I would expect there to be like a basic plains in there probably. Welcome to the Grizzly Town. Yeah, this is sweet. Lingering Souls. 17 cards left. I mean, we're all in. Like we mill over our whole deck, right? Too bad there wasn't like a one of Maelstrom Pulse. I didn't really think about the fact that we get to look at the whole deck. Might be nice to have like a super sick something in the graveyard or something. I don't know. So it's 10 bears. They have 3 blockers that are 13. Should be enough. I mean, I wonder what their mystery card is, you know? Should be lethal, right? 12 times 2, they only have 4 blockers. They're at 13. Let's say they have a fatal push, right? So they'll push like the ooze, but block. This is all getting in. I mean, I think we're good to go. If the last 2 cards, you lose the game. We could, I mean, at that point we could look at the mana. I mean, we get to trophy. Let's say no. Oh, I was supposed to say yes because we get to keep the. Whoops. I was supposed to sack a land there. No, I'm just throwing it away, chat. All right, we remove some blockers. I definitely was supposed to keep Frog. I mean, he gets chumped, but because we didn't have enough removal spells, but still, like he lets a bear get in. Trophy. But yeah, isn't that a cool combo? And like you can roll it. We didn't spend that many slots on our build to put it in. Nothing else I can really do to enhance my damage this turn. So we swing. Bear Force. Alright, Bear Force gets there. Hey, welcome back, Puddin'. You got to see us Tokens of Tokens player. And you thought you were tokens. That was sweet. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, yes, it's a 3 card combo, but part of the combo is in your mana base. And like, so this is part of your mana base. So you make your mana base a little bit worse, but I mean, this card's fine on its own. There's certainly things to do with, like, this gives us something to do with our extra lands. If we wanted to play Loam, you know, of course it would. I mean, I'd still rather just play the cards that enable like an infinite loop, though. Yeah, Bear Force won. Yes, it did. Pulse. He's playing tokens, so we want Pulse, right? Okay, what do we want for this matchup? That's the question. Explosives, Bell Bomb, I guess. The Singleton spot removal seems weak against tokens. It's not really where we want to be. Last Hope's going to be good. I hope. Pulse comes in. Brutality's interesting in this matchup, right? You get to kill a token and take a token making spell. I don't know. I think we leave the combo in, right? You guys have any suggestions? It's a 59. Maybe we just want the Thought Seizes when he's on the play. Just to disrupt a little bit. How do I feel about Lily? How do we feel about the combo? I think you keep in Trophy because of Bitter Blossom. Wish I had more answers to Bitter Blossom. I have 5 answers. Lily seems meh versus tokens. Yeah. Last Hope Lily's where we want to be. Maybe even Kaya would be better. We like Kaya. She could hit Lingering Souls and she can exile tokens for her -1. Play Campbell. You like Kambal? They're on the play. We probably don't have time to be doing that much communing. I mean, maybe the brutalities are better than most of these communes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like selection. I like being able to dig to our combo because that's what that game came down to. It came down to us doing the combo. But at the same time, like this might be an effective way to exchange resources, right? Pitch like a legendary, like an extra influencer monster. Kill a token, take a token making spell. Campbell hits their whole deck. Oh, did I not submit in time? It froze. I think we may not have gotten our sideboard on. Did we? Nope. All right. Well, that's not good, chat. Why not play Plague Engineer? We may have just given our opponents a gimme. I mean, thank goodness we got game 1, but that's sad. We're going to go game 2 without any boarding. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, maybe we'll piece together the combo again. Maybe we'll just get lucky. That is the sad thing about the combo. I don't like... That's kind of why... I mean, don't get me wrong. Ad Nauseam is very strong, but the fact that our combo is the kind of combo where we kind of reveal our whole deck kind of makes me sad. Ooh, okay. Inquisition. I think I'm going to just get a Swampy. Oh, okay. We thought about playing Bitter Blossom actually in this deck because it's a commune thing to hit, but... Okay, so let's get Temple Garden. Right? Yes. I think I just deployed Goyf. It's already a 4/5 thanks to Bitter Blossom. You tick up and they'll discard souls. Tick down, you eat 1/1/1. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think I'm communing. I mean, I also just like hitting the Windbrisk or trying to cut them on the Windbrisk with the trophy. This is potentially bad juju for us, whatever they've hidden underneath of it. So either like taking out a token or just honestly just answering whatever's beneath this. Is that like a weird thing to do to trophy the Windbrisk? Are we better off just trying to cut them on enough tokens to activate it? Virtue is a problem as well. Alright, we'll try this way, because I kind of think maybe my trophy needs to hit Virtue, because Virtue makes my own Lingering Souls kind of garbage. We're juggling a lot of different things here, chat, right? We're trying to keep him off this Windbrisk, but we also have to respect the Virtue. Goyf is at 5-6 now. Salvage, probably just play. It's good to see you, Goblin Guy. Yeah, we're playing one right now. We were talking about things to do with Goblin Engineer as well. So trophy's either going to take down another token or it's going to hit the Virtue. I might just need to hit the Virtue and just let him get the card off of Heights. This makes us take 2 less. Like I think that's a fine play. Actually, if I was gonna get rid of it, I should have made it so they couldn't have vigilance though. If my plan was to trophy the intangible, I should have done it during begin combat, not attackers. 2 mana 5/6. Well, it's because of their Bitter Blossom. I did make a misplay there though, chat. We'll see. I promise you, I'm not throwing it away just because I was frustrated with our lack of sideboarding. So we could get Frog in play. We could also just Soul Souls. I'm probably supposed to Soul Souls. Whoops. Yeah, it's crazy that I can conceivably attack with this Goyf here. I mean, they might have Zealous as their last card. Kind of scared what they're going to get out from under this Windbrisk, but the worst case scenario would be it's something that changes the combat. Now, one thing I could do is I literally could just do a singular block, and they're at 6, and then try to cheese through next turn. Or even a block like this. I mean, it's very possible it's just a token making spell. This league's going pretty well though, despite us not sideboarding this second game. That was just a derp. It was an accident. Like obviously, I wish we had Lily and stuff. They don't win brisk. Hmm. I mean, you can't use it now. Oh, okay. He had the X spell, so we're just dead. I don't think there's anything I could commune into that save us either. Yeah, he's just got the X spell. That will beat us, consequently. All right, so let's see what happens if we actually sideboard. I feel like the match improves if we actually sideboard. Something tells me our match improves significantly. What did I say? Ooze was kind of weak. I don't think you cut Ooze. I think we were going to cut some communes. The paths also are weak. I mean, they're not dead, but they're weak. And then we were going to play the brutes, I think. I feel like on the play, these are actually pretty juicy. And then somebody suggested Campbell. I think we want to keep in the whole combo. I just don't know if I want all of our dig spells for it. And the other spell bomb, cut one more. I think I still like the first commune before a lot of these other pieces, though. Submit. Ooh, ow. Oof. All right, let's see how much sideboarding helps. We almost did things despite no sideboarding. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Keep 2 sideboard cards. Keeping it, chat. Keeping it, chat. Oh, we keeping. Let me take a look. What do you got? Souls, Guile, Virtue. So we probably just take Virtue. So there you go. There's his card. There's his new card. Everybody's got at least like one card in their deck from the new set, right? Most people. Okay. We're not playing into the Guile if I slam Goyf here, so I think that's fine. And we'll be fetching next turn, likely, so... Or our opponent will do that for us with their Marsh Flats. Now, I mean, we kind of want to maneuver in such a way that, like, we maximize our Lingering Souls and minimize... like, we don't want to lose the Goyf to... Oh, okay, well, now he knows. I was going to say we don't want to lose the Goyf to the Guile, so obviously we kind of want to deploy the Souls. And then if we need to release Valve, we have these. I mean, surely you take explosives, right? Sure, it grows the Goyf, but, I mean, I think you take explosives, opponent. It's stronger than Pulse, because Pulse can be fizzled. They can fizzle. Not with this, obviously, because the mode on Guile is sacrifice. Opponent sacrifices, but this card's really flexible. I'm telling you, this card's sweet. They could shrink Goyf with this card, too. I mean, that's honestly like I'm sitting here thinking, oh, we don't want to let them sacrifice Goyf, but they could just block Goyf, exile my graveyard. It takes Pulse. Okay. Alright, well, we don't want to lose the Goyf to the Edict effect. And since we have Influence, let's get Garden. Get him for 3. I mean, do you think they made the decision to not take explosives out of respect for specifically growing Goyf? What do you guys think? I do think it's like the better card though. See, but now we just get to take Guile. Oh, they got nothing over there. Wow. Okay. I'd rather not lose the explosives to Hand Hate. At the same time, sometimes we need to hit a 2, sometimes we need to hit a 0. I'm just going to try to overload. Honestly, I think I just play Salvage. Because of Gitrog Frog. Well, if we draw Ayula's, I'll feel stupid that I put this into play. I'm gonna play it. I think there's a lot of scenarios where I feel dumb if I didn't play it. It's more likely I feel stupid that I didn't make that drop instead of keeping it. Like the way that the combo's designed, thanks to Gitrog Frog, like we can put this back into the yard pretty easily. It takes one extra turn, but the combo, right? The synergy is an extra turn long anyway. Quagmire. Hey, I feel like they're gonna start chumping Goyf at this point. No, they refuse. This Quagmire gives us insurance from another Kaya's Guile because I can animate this in response and sacrifice this instead. So that's kind of cool. Think about. Just if they happen to draw another one. I mean, I assume if this is like their big to test card, that they've got several of them. No, card's great. I mean, it gives you main deck. It's just, I like this card a lot. Like, the life gain's relevant against a lot of decks. The graveyard exiling is relevant against a lot of decks. And then the decks where those modes aren't relevant, the other modes are relevant. So we're playing two ourselves. So we're 3-0. I'm really exhausted though, guys. Can we finish this? It's almost midnight. It's almost 1 in the morning where I'm at. Can we finish this league next stream? I'm very much enjoying this Gitrog Frog combo. We did get to do it once today, but like the other games we were just winning because it's Abzan, right? But no, this is a sweet pile. I'm enjoying this brew. I'm gonna screenshot it for you guys, and I'm gonna host over to another stream because we had a very kind host from Evan. Everos, for those of you that don't know him, he's one of the other MDH streamers, also known as Modern Day Heroes. That's me, Fluffy, and Evan, and we're looking to expand potentially in the future. Thanks, Spider. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go to bed, but let me find a different stream for you. I'll leave the deck up while I look. There's a lot of other great streamers out there. So let me show you. There might be one you haven't seen before. Caleb is doing some stuff with Horizons. Thanks for sharing that take on Goblin Welder with me. That definitely like expands my mind. I'm thinking what else I could do with that with Goblin Welder. That's a really cool way to use Welder, like not trying to do any like the Welder deck I was trying to do was around Trash for Treasure. That's the return target artifact card from your graveyard using Goblin Engineer as like an entomb effect. Yeah, interestingly enough. Yeah. I just wish there were more like busted in half artifacts to go and get, right? I mean there's my thought process was if they have removal we get this, if they don't we get this, but oh, these are also in the deck obviously, but if the original build I had was actually these were uncastables and they were like Sphinx and Leviathan, but let me see if I can't find somebody. But no, there's a lot of cool like brew round cards coming out. Engineer being one of them. I'm sure you guys are thinking like, wait a minute, this was actually going to make a modern deck? Probably not, but this loop was really cool when we did it. I'm a little worried. I didn't think about the fact that as we dredge over lands, we're going to draw extra cards, which we don't actually want to. So we actually get fewer bears out of it when we go for it. I mean, we also don't have to go all in. Against certain decks, it's good enough just to make, okay, we'll make 3 bears, draw some cards. And that's, you know, good enough. Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, I don't really see any. I mean, there's some other stuff going on. Like I saw like a War Prison deck. Lots of modern Horizons draft. Tons of it. Elemental Maddie is playing Ad Nauseum with new Jace, I bet. Demi Eyes is trying to do Aria of Flame. or sorry, Dylan MTG. Demi's a viewer. Um, that seems like a fun brew round. I'll check it out. Oh man, I see like Steamkins in here too. Oh man, we are all in. Wow, but like, how are we breaking Arya? I'm confused. I'm gonna send him over to you guys though. Sending you guys his way. Say hello for me, and you guys can maybe try to wrap your minds around this deck. All right, I'll see you on the next Brew Spy, the Magic Guy. Should be sometime this weekend. I'm free tomorrow. I'm also free Sunday evening, so maybe we'll finish the rest of this league. I'm very excited. Like, we've already prized. I'm excited to see if it pulls off a 4-1 or a 5 and we get it posted. That would be funny if this jank gets posted. All of a sudden, there's like this new Abzan deck on the block. They're like, Gitrog Abzan? That deck's so cool. All right, anyway, I'll see you guys. Bear Force out.